ass need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that let bygone be. Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to profit. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the profits, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I say you won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga in Fayetteville for parole because of the COVID. It feel like the host in this world that don't go together. Know it's gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settled. Yeah, see the profits. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the prophets. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know, they say God so loved the world. God so loved the world to know. Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the prophets. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe. Nigga, gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, y'all, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop and ask shit. Oh, I'm with step, I'm solid for show. To the fake niggas, stay silent, I got it, let's go. I ain't taking no losses, ain't no talking when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just play with you. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell them we can't keep it slave. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high, got your baby pants through the fire. Ask you the prophets, that baby soul belong to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Devil will fail you, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. Plus your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop and ask you the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga.
Yeah, those are messed up, no. Bad news is to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on his ass real quick one time. 144, baby.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole guard. Yeah, ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I go with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about any part. I need a Vaseline like my Nina Puffer bar. Took a Zach, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like the dark. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shang Tsung. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Harper Free. Try to hope it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking notes. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UBK rules. I make hits like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, the whole court. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our court. Yeah, I just got off the call. I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas, get your knife and your fork. They ain't locked in with the count and when you speaking to me fart. Yeah, I just took the floor. Ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign. Tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion. They can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad, got them tied down and outdone. You can't do with them steps. Niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands, bitch, like Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I read that bitch just like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, we whole start. Yeah, ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low, so that bitch is either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that. I and I just made the call. We gon' start another war. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rebel, busy man shit, nigga. They turn their head over, nigga.
Okay, when Eve did to Adam, I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like Samson, I can't let no holder lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Suckle up and stay alert. Another cop can stretch the nigga. He ain't demon, this an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. Took that open blood, then you know I'm gonna get active with you. From the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spit and I ain't listening. Is it factor? If revenge was a woman, now I scope that bitch like Jacob. So I war, we gon' run the summer. It's gonna be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't just do that. Bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young pay. How you real triggering on them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? When he said something, I ain't hear him. This shit light. It ain't about who got the gun, it's about who gon' up that pipe first. I turn a bad situation to a game change. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raise up the chain. Bring shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand that feeds you, you'll never get that hand back. He bitching about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. A certified rubber's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, out with that hollow side, yeah, this the rim accord. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still up on my bread, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get that boy lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
Rob the jewelry store and tell them make me a grill.
Hey, JD. This guy's Hey, JD. This
Any man give his life for Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, and Christ, and fall up under that UPK banner. It's my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary. It's all about that warfare, boy. Back up, it's all about that warfare, boy. Take breath. My soldiers take breath till I'm stand down. Take breath. My soldiers take breath till I'm stand down. Take breath. Now this ain't no movement, this a takedown.
to pull it. All right. Yep. All right, clap it up. Shalom Israel. Yahweh Shimei Shah Brakatah. Yahweh Shamar Thabah Shimei Shah. To all my beautiful brothers and sisters in Israel, man. We are the Isupk, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander YAHANNA. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group, Blackity Black movement, church, anything. We stand alone. Since 1969, we're bringing out the truth of the Bible, that all so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians are the real Israelites, are the real Jews. And knowing that, we must keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Today is the Wednesday night law class, of course. We got these law class all across the nation tonight on Wednesday. If you got any questions, feel free to type them in the chat. We'll do our best to answer them. Big shout out to everybody that's logging in the class today. Don't forget to thumbs up the video, like, share, subscribe. Let us help push this truth throughout the nation, because we're not doing these classes, man. I don't know how our people going to get the truth, because the damn shit not getting in the church. So it's imperative and important that we share these classes and hit the thumbs up. You understand? Like I said, anybody got any questions, feel free to type in the chat, man. Don't be scared. This ain't the Christian church. This ain't the Christian church. Right. Feel free to ask any questions you want. And also to get ready for a big shout out to when's the Midwest Cookout, man? The brothers of Chicago putting it down. We got the Midwest Fire Weekend Cookout coming up. And the date on that is July 26th through 30th. So go ahead and start getting your affairs in order. Let's show our brothers in the Midwest some love, man. You know we do this every year, Lord willing. You understand what I'm saying? If you could, brother, give me the book of John, chapter 8:32. You understand, man? I was just riding today and I was thinking, man, like, we are destroyed as a people, man. Right. Like, it's so sad, man. I mean, we're the greatest people on the face of the earth, and yet we're the most downtrodden, man. I seen this brother just walking. It's raining, right? He got one shoe on and one shoe off. And then I look to the right, it's another brother doing a lean. He just in there leaning in front of the by the liquor store, right by Family Dollar. Then I seen this woman. She had to be no older than 20 years old. She just walking out aimlessly, shirt all ripped. I'm like, man, what the hell happened to us? Like, what the hell happened to us? And then I go into the store. It's a daggone Asian running the store and a white person. And then I see, all these businesses who are owned by everybody but us. And I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, we are totally destroyed in this place, man. Right. If Christ don't return soon, we are going to be just nothing. I mean, they are just grinding us into powder. And nobody is saying anything about it, except for the Isupk. Right. The people with microphones in front of their face, like the rich, the entertainers, our politicians, they are silent when it comes to black oppression. Only time they say something is when somebody gets hurt, shot, or it's beneficial to them. That's right. If money's involved or them getting a higher name, then they'll say something. But just everyday, struggles of our people, we're the only ones who care enough to teach our people the truth. And why we do that? Because this truth is a way out, man. Us keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments is a way out of our oppression. We are being cursed as a people, but we get out of those curses by keeping the law. And it's important that we tell our people that. Everybody got a damn question when you go to these blackity black meetings and these conferences. What shall we do now? What do we need to do? And nobody says keep the laws of this Bible right here, man. Nobody. This is the way out of our oppression. This Bible is the way out of all the, sickness that we deal with, man. That's right. Mass incarceration, abortion clinics, murder. It's insane, man. I mean, if you're not mad, you just don't know enough about history, or you don't give a damn about your people. You understand? But the time is up, man, for people to stop saying this nonsense that the Bible is the Bible is no good, man. The Bible is written by a white man. We can't trust that book. Yes, the hell you can trust this book. That's right. I'm a living testament. You can trust this book. These brothers and sisters in this room is a living testament. You can trust this book. The Isupk is a living reason why you can trust this book. That's right. You understand? You don't even know what brotherhood and sisterhood is. You haven't heard the laws of God because the Christian pastor's not teaching them. This Bible is a live book. This is how we're going to fix our nation, man. This right here, this book. You understand? All this nonsense, man. It's time for us to wake up with this place, man. Learn the goddamn truth. If you could give me that scripture, brother.
The book of John, chapter 8, verse 32. Mm-hmm. And ye shall know the truth. And the truth shall make you free.
The truth is what's going to make you free. Did it say financial freedom like Jay-Z said?
And ye shall know the truth.
You're going to know the truth. You understand? Not a lie, the absolute truth. And sometimes the truth don't feel good. Sometimes the truth does not feel good to you. Right. You don't want to know the truth because you want your ears tickled. You want that comfort. But the truth is what's going to make you free in this place. Read on.
And the truth shall make you free.
It's going to make you free. You understand? Notice it didn't say financial freedom or invested in Bitcoin or cannabis. That's another misconception in 2023. Black people, investing in cannabis is not going to free the projects. It's not going to get us out of oppression. You understand? You investing in cannabis is going to do one or two things: make you filthy rich and schizophrenic. It's going to make you hate your own people. It's going to get us, in more crime. You the hell you invested in cannabis? I mean, goddamn, they think that's the golden ticket now. This Bible said knowing the truth was going to make us free in this place, man. Knowing that Jesus Christ is a black man. Knowing that those ops that you call ops that you shoot at every day, those are your brothers. They're not your ops. Right. Those Mexicans that you hate so much at the border, they're not wetbacks. They're your brother. You should love them. And we should come together as one unit. And we'll take over this place. Right. That's the truth of the Bible. The truth of the Bible is World War III is coming. Thermonuclear destruction is coming to America. Right. That's a cold, hard truth for you. Your Christian pastor's not saying that on Sunday. All he's doing is saying what? He's telling you sweet words about your miracle, your season, your harvest. Just leave them, girl. What is it? What else is it? Yeah, the confirmation. Oh, man. No, what's the word he's using now? They got confirmation church. Manifest. Manifest what you want. It sounds good. Right. It gives you that charge. But when you get pulled over by the police, you can't manifest your way out of jail. You can't manifest your way out of these damn bullets flying over your head. Only these laws, man, it's practical. You understand what I'm saying? These Christian pastors give you these nice, smooth words, and churches decorated with flowers and songs. Those are lies, man. That keeps us, enslaved. Our grandmothers were enslaved. You understand? Hold on one second. You understand? Hey, Shalom, stop. Shalom, brother, stop. Okay, THAWADAH, brother. I'm gonna teach the class right now. Y'all log in. Ain't no sweat. Come on, Christ. Yeah, man. These Christian pastors, they're not teaching the truth at all. Right. Read this scripture one more time, brother. We're gonna get off of it. THAWADAH.
The book of John, chapter 8, verse 32. And ye shall know the truth.
Right.
And the truth shall make you free.
The truth, man. We've been living under lies, brother. Since I came to the Isupk, I sometimes ponder and I say, damn, man, I learned something new every day in here. Right. It's like my whole life was a damn lie. From Christmas to Easter to Tooth Fairy to Martin Luther King, the Pledge of Allegiance, the Star Spangled Banner, My Country 'Tis of Thee, Sweet Land of Liberty, all that garbage is a lie. Right. The Black National Anthem, how it go? The Negro spiritual one? Lift every voice and sing. Goddamn bull crap. My whole life was a lie. Everything. For the food we eating, to what day you keep what you do during the Sabbath, right. To how to court a woman, to what marriage really is. Marriage, brother. Right. Marriage was a lie. Marriage is a lie. The way we keep marriages in America, it's a lie. This Bible says sex is marriage. Now imagine you being 40 years old learning that. You have to be taught everything over again, man, when you come into the truth. Because we've been lied to, and the truth is going to make you free. That's right. When Mother's Day comes around, Christmas comes around, New Year's comes around, Father's Day comes around, all these things, you're not going to be worried about it, man. You're gonna cripple the economy just with your little pocket, not spending money on these white man's holidays, not stressing yourself out over, I don't have the money or I can't afford this, or Big Mama's expecting me to come down south. You don't have to worry about none of that garbage, man. You will be free. You understand what I'm saying? Now imagine all the people that are not in here, right? That have money and they're still slaves. They're still slaves. You have $40 million in your bank account and you're still a slave. You're not free mentally because you are bound by sin. You don't know what to eat. You're eating pork. You're celebrating every holiday. Your marriage is all disarray. You're bound to sin. You are a prisoner to sin. You're not free. John Morant's finding out firsthand. He worth $150 million and he can't even play the goddamn basketball game. And on top of that, he can't even show a gun. Right. He like, damn, I'm rich. I thought getting to the league was. Now look at him. Look at him. John Morant ain't free. Jay-Z? He got cameras on his face. He even think about breathing on another woman. They're gonna be talking about him in the damn tabloids the next morning. Right. He ain't free. He can't have more than one wife. He wouldn't dare get another wife on Beyonce. Kanye West, we saw him, how he was worth $1 billion. He ain't free in this place. Kyrie Irving, Dave Chappelle, I can go on, man. They're millionaires, they're rich, but they're not free because they're bound to sin. They are prisoners of sin, man. But ISBK, we understand that Christ, man, he came to show us that the way out of that is to keep these laws, man. That's right. The truth of this Bible is what's going to set us free, man, in this place. You understand? Go ahead, brother.
No, Salaki, I just want to add to what you were saying earlier about, understanding. You're not going to be able to read the Bible and gain the understanding that the priests and prophets of this school have. You have to be taught these things.
Right.
You can't just pick the Bible up and expect to understand these mysteries.
Right.
You wouldn't expect your doctor to be self-taught.
You wouldn't expect,
if you got your brain surgeon to be damn self-taught.
Oh, no.
So when it comes down to your salvation, when it comes down to your soul, why wouldn't you go to the authority on the earth,
right?
Which are the priests and the prophets?
That's a heavy point, man.
Salaki.
Now you're right, brother. Why would you trust your salvation? I wouldn't trust my teeth to a person who didn't have a dental license, or I wouldn't trust my teeth. I wouldn't trust my car to a job turkey who said, "Yeah, I can fix that." Right. We don't trust our children to just any daycare. Right. You don't trust that. You don't put your money in any old investor either. So why would you put your life in the hands of a pastor? Why would you put your life in the hands of somebody who hasn't been taught this Bible? That's right. They're self-taught. And another thing, just because you go to theology school, you are learning the Bible through the philosophy of the white man. All these school of philosophies, all these school of theology, and teach you how to be a pastor, you're learning from years and years and years of white oppression, white lies, and white supremacy. Right. You're not learning Deuteronomy 28:68. Nope. You ain't learning the slave ships in the Bible. You damn sure ain't learning sex is marriage. You're not. You're not learning nothing in there. That's why all these Christian pastors come out of theology school and get cut to piss by the black Hebrew Israelites on the corner. Right. Because they don't know a damn thing. They don't know nothing. Now's the time for you to start loving those Negroes you see on the corner. Right. When you see the ISUPK banner, you better thank the Lord for us. Because without us, we would be lost in the sauce, man. Just a mere thought and the sentiment that people are starting to say black people are real Jews, that's because we said it. That's right. That comes from us. Because we're starting to stand up against the oppression in our neighborhoods, that comes from us, man. That's right. I'm a Bivens and them brothers way before I started that before Malcolm X and them. We've been those brothers on the street corner doing it with a podium of wood, like the Bible says, speaking out against the principalities and powers of high places that tear our people down. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand something, man. We don't have much time left. It sounds redundant, but we don't. You can watch the news. You can see what's going around our cities. That our children are out of order. I don't know if y'all see those videos in Philly. I think DC, Philly, and some major cities where cars are just driving in the street and gangs of kids just jump on the hood of the car. And people are recording like, these niggas better not come jump on my car. I'm going to shoot them. Or look at these kids. And the one question they ask is, where are the parents? Where are the parents of these kids? You understand? It's insane, man. And these are black and Hispanic kids. I don't see many white kids doing that. Not to say now, white kids do they school shootings and cow tippings and blowing up buildings. They do big stuff. Yeah, it's ingrained within the culture to be murderers. Our children are just acting outside of our culture. And we're just acting, just terrorizing little civil things in the neighborhood. Go ahead, brother.
No, Salaki, it's ingrained within the culture of America, as far as pop culture. Because remember Street Fighter, to get to the next stage, you had to beat up the car,
trash the car. You got to punch the car, beat the car. That's a good point.
At Northwood Temple.
You got points for that too.
Right. At Northwood Temple Academy, they usually put a car out in the parking lot and allow the graduating seniors to, damage the car. They get to break the car up. It's like an outward expression of their anger, and the pent up aggression. They get to beat the car up.
That's crazy. So
it's kind of like when you see them raging after, the Stanley Cup Finals or whatever.
Yeah,
they were taught to do that.
That's crazy. There's just total carnage. Like, just get all your frustrations out, and you just wreck the car. Right. Like, what is that? That's psychologically disgusting, man. Like, what are you teaching kids to do? Be uncivilized? You understand? That's crazy, man. And I remember that was Street Fighter, the trash can, I think it was, and then it was a car. You just had to punch it in, But yeah, we pick up this nonsense from our oppressor. That's why I have such compassion for my people when I see those videos. Anytime they try to demonize black kids. And I say, man, we learn all these bad habits from our oppressor, right. The one who's over us. That's what we get it from. I don't blame them. Where their parents was crack babies, remember? Right. Their parents ain't here. Their parents can't function because their parents are crack babies. These children that you see running around doing that, the government, their parents are crack babies. They're either locked, they either working a job 80 hours a damn week, they're either locked up in prison, and on top of that, their parents couldn't even have a father in the house. Understand that? So the generation before them, their father was taken out the house for Section 8. What do you mean where the goddamn parents said? You destroyed the parents.
Right.
This is a product of what America produces. Whenever you see these kids acting crazy, America, you did this. And this Bible is the only way out. You understand? Were we get in charge? Ain't gonna be none of that. Oh, be none of that. You understand what I'm saying? Any more on that scripture, brother? If you could, give me Proverbs 1 and 22. Turn that fan this way if you could, brother. You don't mind. You understand what I'm saying? It just wows me, man. You know, the lack of compassion that we have for one another. And we see the times that we living in, how destroyed we are. You know, brothers getting shot by the police. And another thing, that brother who got shot, I'm going to get his name right before this class over with. That young brother who got shot in South Carolina by that Asian store owner. We're going to get into that today. This is a law class, but we're going to take some time out today to shame these Asians, man. We're going to take some time out today to really uncover, you understand, what is disgusting in our neighborhoods. We already know the oppressor, a.k.a. the so-called white man, is the devil the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
White society as a whole, and devil just means deceiver. But we know that for sure. Mm-hmm. We know the white man's a devil. However, these other nations also are heathens in their beast.
Right.
The so-called oppressor, he's just the most subtle of them all. The devil. But you also have these other nations, man. We're going to talk about one nation today, the nation of Moab and Ammon. These Asians, these Japanese, these Koreans, these Chinese folks, you understand, these so-called Chinese and Japanese and Koreans, how they destroy and add to the oppression of God's chosen people. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother.
So like the brother's name was Cyrus Carmack Belton.
Cyrus
Carmack Belton.
Carmack Belton.
In Columbia, South Carolina.
All right. Cyrus Carmack Belton. You know what I'm saying? May that brother rise again. 14 years old. 14, man. I got a son who's almost 14 in a few months. Good night. And you mean to tell me, and guess what we're going to see? We're going to see brothers and sisters protesting in South Carolina. And we have a school in Columbia and what's Greenville? And we go out to Columbia also and do camp. That's right. And we are proactive in here. We're teaching our people to how this can be prevented. How our children cannot get killed by some oppressor who the most high God don't even consider them a people. Go ahead, sir. Yeah, they didn't want us out there in Columbia. Yeah, we try to set up a camp. They trying to boycott and set up sanctions. They don't want us out there. They don't want us speaking the truth in Columbia. They don't want to speak the truth here in Fayetteville. We do it anyway. Right. And why? It's a message to our youth and to our parents and to our people, man, to separate from these nations. So we won't have another Cyrus Carmack Belton. Right. You understand? 14 years old, man. We're going to talk about a little bit of these Asians, man, because they've been riding on a high horse here. These Asians been perpetrated as the model citizen. And to think our people have had such compassion for the Asian for some reason. I think it's our affinity with karate and kung fu. It started off like in the early 50s, 60s. Right. You know what I'm saying? Brothers wearing the kung fu uniforms and Bruce Leroy and Bruce Lee and all this nonsense. And, the meditation and all that stuff. It was something like, yeah, man, they a little darker skinned than the white man. So we try to grab hold to a certain culture or a heathen that we like better. So the Asian has always been that thing where, because they come over here, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, and you see Vietnam and all this stuff, you start to feel a little sorry for the Asian, as if they share in the same struggle as us. But we're going to find out today that's a goddamn lie. And that's also was purposely done by the federal government, by the CIA, FBI, how they use the Asian, as a wedge between black oppression, meaning you see these Asians, they have everything. Look how well they're doing. Right. So you Negroes don't have no excuse. But they don't tell you that these Asians have a lot of help when they come over here. They get grants and loans and purposely get to set up shop in your neighborhood where you can't. Right. You understand? I got to read that scripture when we're going to get to these videos before we run out of time today.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
How long, ye simple ones?
This is you know what I'm saying, the Prophet Solomon asked the question, how long, ye simple ones? And he refers to us as simple ones because that's what we really are. Common sense would say if someone's destroying you, to separate from them. But we love them. When someone lynches your mother, you're supposed to not mess with them. Someone lynches your father, someone shoots your children, someone sells drugs to your people, destroys your people. You're supposed to be, I hate them because they're not, they don't mean me any good. But we're so simple in this place. We let some jive pastor tell us the opposite. No, you have to love them. Right. So now your mind's going to be betwixt like, well, I heard about Emmett Till and Sandra Bland and Michael Brown and, Tamir Rice and all these. So Malcolm, what they did to Malcolm X and what they did to Martin Luther King. Right. But I'm supposed to love them? Yes, God said love them. And we love them and support them. Mm-hmm. But where's the common sense in that? Mm-hmm. It takes a simple person to go with that notion. Also, the simplicity of us trusting in a society that has done us no good. Like voting. Read that part again.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
Love simplicity. Voting is a very simple thing, man. Voting was not going to stop Cyrus Carmack from getting shot. Right. It didn't stop your uncle from getting on heroin and crack. It didn't stop your parents from divorcing. Right. Voting does absolutely nothing for the Black and Hispanic community. That's right. It's a very simple ass thing to go run down to some voting polls and run down, like the Bible said, run down to Egypt for help. We run down to the so-called oppressor and beg him to please get us out of poverty. Please give us some money. Let's say he does give you some money, gives you reparations. What the hell you think is going to happen? You're going to fight and argue over that. You're going to open up a shop, and guess what's going to happen? You're going to get the money right back to him, or, it's a cycle. Or they're going to set up some kind of apartment complex in some neighborhood or some complex economic system to where you invest right back into the white man. Right. Oh, these Negroes got money? Well, guess what? Here's these mansions you can buy from us. And then you just still making them rich. Very simple. We're a very simple people. You understand? And the Christian pastors and our politicians don't help. Voting is a simple thing. Read that part again.
How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
Doing drugs and selling drugs is simple. We all watched Snowfall by now. Even before Snowfall, we heard the rumors the FBI and CIA were single-handedly responsible for crack cocaine in the 80s. Everybody knows it. We all lived through the dare to be different. Even our kids now, they see the results of fentanyl and heroin and crank. What's the other one? Meth, all this nonsense. But here we are in 2023, and our people are still glorifying selling drugs. Even though these drugs kept our parents out the household and jailed our parents, and mass incarcerate our brothers and sisters, we celebrate that, which is a very simple thing. These other nations, they push these drugs. They don't rap and sing about it. Yeah. You understand? Like, we're the ones who glorify in it. And we know it's a setup. We know it's a setup that in order to, get a record deal or excel in this place, you got to sell out in some manner, shape, form, fashion. You got to rap about killing your brother. You got to, sing about being a whore. You got to glorify being a drug addict. You got to smoke weed now. You don't smoke weed as an artist, then you're an outsider. That's a very simple thing, man. And for us to be living in this time, we got to understand that we got to break away from being simple. Other nations are very simple. They're heathens, man. They eat spiders and squid and have sex with animals. They're simple, base, low creatures. The Most High God made us above all nations. Right. So we got to put this simplicity crap away. Zodiac signs, another simple thing. I'm so sick and tired of seeing sisters online cry about not having a good man, or where all the good man at. But you pick your man based off the goddamn stars. That's a very simple thing to do. You mean to tell me you gonna let the stars that you've never seen or touched dictate who you have sex with? Right. Whoever puts their penis in you has to be these 3 signs. So all the rest of the penises out there, you don't give a damn about, right? So you're fishing in a small pond, sister. Right. You let the stars pick your husband, not this Bible, not the priest and prophets of the Lord. And the guidance of this word, you let the stars choose your husband. Your zodiac signs and all that manifestation is a simple thing. Manifest this, manifest that. Very, very simple. And we got to come out of that simple stuff. Read on.
Most High Christ. And the scorners delight in their scorning.
We see those all the time in camp. I see the people making jokes about Hebrew Israelites. I see the Christian pastors, your mama, everybody, running their damn mouth about something. thinking they're absolutely right. The earth is flat. Y'all don't know what the hell y'all talking about. There's plenty more ways to get to the kingdom of heaven. I worship my own God. Y'all niggas ain't right. Y'all broke all this nonsense, man. Coming up against God's chosen people, coming against the word of God, which is powerful. And you know how I always shut these niggas down? Every time I see one of these clowns, usually wearing dreads or wearing an ankh, or, you know, they're just some loudmouth, you know, shade-faced bastard. Well, y'all know what y'all talking about, because what we need to do is, you know, come together and put our money together. They say that, right? And I say, well, what about World War III, the thermonuclear destruction coming to America? Whoa, what you mean by that? Have no clue. They have no clue. Everything they talk about is either with money or getting some kind of power, but they have no means to attain none of it. And they don't know about the future, what's ahead for blacks and Hispanics. You understand? It's ridiculous in this place, man. These scorners running their mouth all the time, and they hate being corrected. They hate knowledge and they hate being corrected. Read on.
And fools hate knowledge.
And not only do the scorners delight in it, they don't mind going home and sitting on the keyboard running their damn mouth. You know, sitting at home talking about what we teach. Well, they ain't got no students. And fools hate knowledge, man. A fool hates knowledge. Now, true knowledge is found in this Bible, man. You understand the word of the Most High power. That's where the knowledge is found. We are very wise. I mean, we put the stoplight, the blood transfusion, the super soaker, the steam engine. I mean, you look around, black people invented every damn thing. So we don't lack being smart, but we lack knowledge. Knowledge of this Bible. We don't know who to have sex with. We don't know what to eat according to the law of God. We don't know what days to celebrate. We don't know, you know what I'm saying, the first thing about brotherhood and sisterhood, which is not taught in the church. The church teaches you to love everybody. This Bible teaches you to love your brother and your sister, man, your neighbors. You know what I'm saying? We lack knowledge, man. And true knowledge comes from this Bible. Read on.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 23. Turn you at my reproof.
That's right.
Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you.
That's right, man. When you turn the Most High's correction, He gonna pour His spirit out on you, man. If you see these brothers on these street corners, when you see the Isupk, that's what we did. We were corrected by the Most High power in this Bible, man, by these laws. You understand? That's why we wear fringes on our pants, man. And we cry aloud saying, thus saith the Lord. We are full of this Holy Spirit, man, a separate spirit, a spirit that don't celebrate Christmas or New Year's. We damn sure don't vote. Today we're going to talk about, of course, the law class. So if I got any questions online, y'all feel free to type them in the chat, and we'll get to them. However, I want to talk about this brother, Cyrus Carmack Belton, man. You understand? He pulled that story up for me real quick, brother, when you get a chance. You know, I'm pretty sure we all heard about it. We are in North Carolina right now. A big shout out to, Captain Natazan, all the brothers down there in South Carolina, man. You know what I'm saying? Doing it big, trying to prevent other shootings like this from happening every Saturday, every week during class, man. We got schools in South Carolina. Big shout out to the Greenville School. However, man, these shootings are becoming more and more prevalent because people do not view us as a people. We're getting killed and shot in the street by people that God don't consider a people. He don't consider the other native people. They're heathens, man. He considers us a people. Blacks, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. We have a culture. We have a law given to us by the Most High power. We have laws. We have a moral compass. We have the statutes and commandments. These other nations don't. They're complete animals and they're heathens. And the Most High God don't consider them a people. And these are the ones who are destroying us. Brother, I'm pissed off. I'm jealous and I'm mad. Just what the Bible says is going to happen to us, man, when we don't keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. That we were going to fall victim to the people that are not a people. He is going to put someone who is lower than us over top of us. And everybody hates that. Imagine going to your job and you done went to college for all these years and then you got some peon telling you what to do. There's a barely educated knucklehead over you telling you what the hell to do. You'd be pissed too. We're going to talk about this this brother Cyrus Carmack Belton for a minute, man. That's the one you want. Yeah, just breaking it down in the story, but you can put it up there so that people can see. You understand? I don't think it's a video. Maybe it's just a. You can read a little bit about it if you could, brother. Okay. If y'all haven't heard about this, you know what I'm saying. Like I said, he's going to read to you what happened to this brother, man.
A convenience store owner who shot a 14-year-old boy in the back has been charged with murder South Carolina authorities say. This is according to CNN.
Shot him in the damn back, man. How many times we heard that brothers get shot in the back? Shot in the back. That means you're running.
Right.
Go ahead.
A South Carolina convenience store owner has been charged with murder after allegedly chasing a 14-year-old boy and shooting him in the back after suspecting the boy of shoplifting, authorities said. The child, Cyrus Carmack Belton, had gone into the store in Columbia around 8 p.m. Sunday and was confronted by the owner who accused him of shoplifting, according to Richland County Sheriff Leon Lott. He did not shoplift anything. We have no evidence that he stole anything whatsoever, the sheriff said in a news conference Monday, adding, even if he had, that's not something you shoot anybody over, much less a 14-year-old.
Right.
We are confident that this was done in a manner that we will now classify as a homicide. This was not an accidental shooting by any means, Richland County Coroner Naida Rutherford said during the news conference. This was a very intentional shooting, and unfortunately, Cyrus Carmack Belton lost his life.
Died over it. Died over nothing. Read on.
Firearms are the leading cause of death for children in the United States, surpassing car accidents in the year 2020 and accounting for nearly 19% of childhood deaths in the year 2021. This is according to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's Wonder database. In no other comparable country are firearms within the top 4 causes of mortality among children, according to a KFF analysis. Salakia. Cyrus's killing spurred protests Monday as community members grieved and demanded justice outside the store.
Drop down where it says how the shooting happened.
How the shooting happened. According to the sheriff, after Child confronted Cyrus, the boy left the store and took off running and was chased by Child, armed with a pistol, and Child's son.
So they say.
Cyrus ran out of his shoe, fell down and got back up and continued to run, an incident report from the sheriff's department said. At some point, the son said that the victim had a gun, and we did recover a gun that was close to his body. At that point, the father shot the young man in the back, the sheriff said.
Damn.
Child reportedly saw what looked to be a firearm, pulled out his Glock 30S, and fired one shot, according to the incident report. Deputies arrived to find Cyrus lying on his back as a bystander, did chest compressions. A firearm was found several feet from the victim, the report states. The child died of the single gunshot wound to his right lower back that seems to be consistent with someone who was running away from the assailants, the coroner said during the news conference. The convenience store location has had a number of shoplifting incidents in the past, including confrontations involving the owners of the store, according to Lott.
So it's been a history of shoplifting. Okay.
Right.
That's a predominantly black area there in Columbia. Shoplifting in that area. Of course, where there's poverty, there's going to be crime. So you're a store owner, you automatically account for. I used to work in stores like that. Not convenience stores, but big stores like Sam's, Walmart, and all that. And they call it shrinkage. They already account for it at the beginning of the year. Meaning, okay, this year, 2022, we lost $125,000 worth of merchandise. Okay, and they tell their employees, let's do a better job of shrinking that number down to about, let's say, 80 grand. And if you do a good job, the difference will be bonus checks for y'all. Right. So they say, so now you got everybody's being a top flight security guard, making sure you don't steal a goddamn thing because they want that bonus money. Well, this ain't Walmart. This ain't Target or Sam's. This is some hole in the goddamn wall corner store owned by a damn Korean who should be happy that black and Hispanics are even buying from him, keeping him in business. He wasn't. Now this store, it didn't say this store was on the fence, on the bubble, meaning it's about to, and this is the gun right here?
Yeah.
This is the gun they use? Good night. A 45. Subcompact Glock. This is what the Asians had, right? You understand? Ridiculous, man. Shot that boy in the back. And on top of that, this wasn't a store that was struggling. So you want to chase this man out of the store for what? You're not even supposed to give chase to a so-called person who's stealing. Even loss prevention is not allowed to do that. You call the authorities. If you don't have locks on the door, you call the authorities, and they try to recover. The police will try to recover the merchandise. You giving chase and putting your hands on somebody. You know how many Walmarts and the stores get sued because a brother will act like he's stealing and then run out the store. They chase him. He don't got nothing. Now you got a lawsuit in your hands. You can't even follow nobody like that. But these Asians, they get to break every goddamn law. Every single one of them, man. It's sad what happened to this brother, Cyrus Carmack Belton, man. But don't this story sound familiar? Y'all ever heard of a person called Latasha Harlins? Now, this story is interesting, man. Give me the book of, Deuteronomy 10 and 13. No, matter of fact, no. Do me, Deuteronomy 10 and 13. No, 32 and 21. You understand? 32 and 21. And Latasha Harlins was a sister, man. She was 14, 15 years old. This is L.A. She was also shot by a Korean store owner, man, over some damn orange juice. You understand? Over, apparently, she went to go get the orange juice, and she took it, put it in her bag. She had the $2 to go pay for it. And as she's going to the register, the Asian lady come try to, grab her and rough her up and take the orange juice. Of course, Latasha is being a sister. She said, get the hell off of me, and defended herself. And as she's trying to leave the store, owner shoots in the back of the head. Something interesting about this story. You understand? You ever see that movie, Don't Be a Menace, or Menace to Society, when that movie first comes on? Hurry up and buy, get out my store. It's been historically, black people have always had a headbutt with the heathens in our neighborhood. Why? Because it's frustrating. They don't understand our language. They don't like how we talk. They hate our music, but they want our dollars. In order to get our dollars, you have to put up with us coming in your store. How we talk, let me get this, let me get that. Like, what? Speak English. I am speaking English. Why you got to talk such slang? Nigga, you in my neighborhood. You want this money or not? Hey, Poppy, not Poppy, but hey, Chung Lee, I'm about 10 cents short. Let me get this anyway. No. They won't even give you 10 cents short. You might as well forget your order. They ain't helping you none. But they're in our neighborhoods, frustrating you daily. Right. You go to your house, you see the roaches and rats, your parents all oppressed, and then you go down to this corner store and you see them get into a Benz and drive off and go live in the hills. Lock their store up with chains. Go ahead, sir, please.
I was about to say, that's real, because you think about all the movies going back to do the right thing, right?
Right.
Like it's like it's cliche.
Right.
We know these things take place in our neighborhoods where you have the foreigners come in and they set up shop, and we sit there. It goes right back to Deuteronomy. We should be in one of all things from our enemies, man. Mm-hmm. And that's what happens when you have a people who don't value what they see. They value your money. They value our interaction, our transactions.
Right.
But they do not value us as a nation of people.
That's right. He's right about that. You wanted to prove how they don't value us. That they don't value us as a nation of people is because you know what the sentence they gave Ling Wong Du, whatever the hell her name was, who shot Latasha Harlin. Her sentence was voluntary manslaughter, but they suspended her sentence, and she got 5 years of probation and 400 hours of community service and a fine for shooting a black girl in the back of the goddamn head. Do you know these Asians, if you even portray them wrong on TV, they will boycott your whole system. They value their people. But here in America, black people, we don't value our people enough. We don't. We are a damn joke, man. You could do anything you want to the God's chosen people, right? It's ridiculous in this place. She got community service, but shoot one of our sisters. And you know what else happened around that time? Rodney King. But because Rodney King was, they the beating with the sticks and the camera, I remember when I was a kid watching it like, damn. Like, oh my, I was scared of Billy Claus. Like, they were hitting them all in the face and the hand and blocking them. And I mean, good night. I was like 10 years old, 10, 11, he was like 11, 10 years old, 10. I remember seeing it. I'm like, good night, man. They beat the hell out of this dude. And it makes you afraid of police.
That's right.
But then I'm thinking like, the Latasha Harlins happened right before Rodney King happened. But Rodney King kind of overshadowed it. So the riots, people say the riots was really a combination of hatred and anger for the system of oppression because of Latasha Harlin and Rodney King. It's like, how much is enough, man? But my question is this. Because an Asian shoots Latasha Harlin in the back of the head, then you have Rodney King getting beat by white police officers, beat the piss out of Rodney King. That was caught on tape. Latasha Harlin's death. Then you had the LA riots that sparked off because the cops got off and all that. But this is my thing. Why does it take all that? Why did it take both those events for you to get mad and angry? You see what I'm saying? Just the thought of them thinking they could put a hand on one of our sisters, it should have been enough to enrage Black and Hispanic people. That's the mindset we got to be in. That's the mindset we here in the UPK. We're the only ones on the street calling a white man a devil and these Asians heathens.
Right.
We call them snake-eating heathens. Bat eye crunching, you know what I'm saying? Lobster, spider dipping. We talk about them and shame them because they're nothing to us. While you Christian pastors put them on a pedestal and always want to, oh no, let the Asians slide. They good. Hell no, not in UPK. We want to shame them every chance we get. Give me Deuteronomy 32:20 Bible shot, brother.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and 20.
21.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 21.
Natasha Hall was such a sweetheart. Let me look at her, man. Imagine your daughter getting shot back of the head by some damn heathen. They can barely speak English, telling you to hurry up and buy, get out my store. I'm still pissed off to this day about that. That's 2023. And now you got Cyrus Carmack Belton met the same fate by a man in another Asian store. If it ain't enough that they're beating our women in the nail salons, they're not hiring you in the beauty supply store in your neighborhood. Although we're the 90% consumer of beauty supply stores, white people don't shop in beauty supply stores. Unless you already know that. They might go to Sally's. That's not Black.
Right.
Sally's don't even have to. Nobody who goes to Sally's. You might go get a comb or something if you're Russian. Nobody Black woman they go to the beauty supply store.
Right.
But then when Black people try to open up beauty supply stores, the Asians find out about it and cut the margin. I mean, you can't get the merchandise you need. Go ahead, sir, please.
Oh, and that's true because Super Beauty World, right?
Mm-hmm.
I happen to work with an oppressor, and his rib opened up she opened up a beauty supply store, and it was told to them the vendors that was supplying Super Beauty World, they wanted to make sure that whoever was purchasing the wholesale items wasn't going like it wasn't being resold by one of us. They wanted to make sure it was another Korean.
Yeah, that's true.
So they couldn't even purchase wholesale to open up another beauty supply store in Rayford. So they would talk to the vendors and say, you know what, we're not familiar with this store. Don't sell to them.
Right.
You have to buy it at price, at volume price, and resell it if you own a Black beauty supply store here in Fayetteville.
What?
Man, that's a fact.
Yeah. Hey, give him a hand. He's right. That right there, information is prevalent. Meaning that, this one sister said that these beauty supply stores, first of all, they do a lot of shady, dirty business in there. That's why they don't hire Black people until they get pressed to. One of these shops here in Fayetteville got pressed over there by Food Line. They've been open for like 20-some years. And maybe 25, I'm almost 40. Man, they open for like 35 years, damn near, like 30 years. All Asians. They used to complain about people stealing all this stuff. And Black folks said, no, y'all gonna start hiring some Black people up in here. One of the owners died or something off, and now they started hiring 1 or 2 Black people up in there, working the counter or sweeping the floor to get Black faces in there. They really don't put Black people in the register. I noticed that. The owners still be in that register area. Yeah. They put the sisters by the wigs, and the brothers sweeping the floor, then the do-rags, and the Asian lady still at the counter, maybe a sister, shadowing her. But they had to show a Black face, like meaning this affirmative action, meaning, okay, don't shut us down. We'll hire some of you niggers. Just don't shut us down. Right. But they're not paying. They're paying them slave wages, number one. And number two, that money that they're getting is still going home to Asians. They send that money back to Korea, back to China, and build their economy while we're still struggling here. You know what I'm saying? But give me that scripture for me, brother, real quick.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 21.
Uh-huh.
They have moved me to jealousy.
That's right. We moved the Most High power to jealousy, man. Read on.
With that which is not the Most High.
We worship idols. We built that golden calf in Egypt, man. We worship idols in front of the Most High power. He's a jealous power. Just like you jealous of your wife. Oh, you don't want nobody. Nobody better. You don't want her dealing with no other man. But we gonna go deal with other gods?
Right.
Oh, hell no. We want to look at the stars and worship the sun and worship the calf and the Christmas tree. You understand? We moved the Most High God to jealousy by our disobedience, man. And our what? We moved. Mm-hmm.
They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not the Most High.
Yeah, with that which is not the Most High. Read on.
They have provoked me to anger with their vanities.
We provoked him to anger with the crap we was doing, which meant nothing. Those other idols are vanity, man. They have no power. There's no power in Buddha. You worship a Buddha, you provoke God to anger. You grow your dreadlocks out, you provoke the Most High God to anger. You worship other gods, you provoking the Most High God to anger, and it means nothing. These gods are totally vain. Go ahead, brother.
Salaki, I can't help but to just think, the things that we kill each other over,
right?
The things that we, are striving to get, like, the true religions. For a long time, I wasn't caught up in that mess. And then you realize it's an idol, it's Buddha on the back of them pants, right? And them Nikes, right? Nike is the goddess of victory, but we don't know that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We don't recognize that we're giving all of our power, all of our attention, all of our energy, all of our resources to things that are not of the Most High. So
right. You know what? That's a heavy point. We do. And we actually love it so much. We'll sell drugs to get it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like we will break the laws of God to attain these vanities. Right. It's ridiculous in this place, man. Also, too, look, be there. Okay. Yeah, read on.
And I will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people.
He's going to move us to what?
To jealousy with those which are not a people.
Every time I see a beauty supply store ran by Asians, I'm jealous. Every time I see an Asian store, Chinese chicken wing, every time I see Koreans selling my people chicken wings, I get jealous. I see them hop into a Range Rover. I seen a G-Wagon outside of a nail salon. I said, what the hell? My daughter does better nails than them.
Right.
I know black women who do better nails than them.
That's right.
But why are they in G-Wagons and Range Rovers and Bentleys? And I'm jealous. That money should be in our community.
Right.
I'm jealous when I see, you understand, a Asian store and brand new lights. You're like, what they built right there? And then you walk in there, some stinking Asian walk around. He's got a shop with candy. He's got hookah. He's got T-shirts, do-rag. What the hell he selling do-rags for? He can't wear them. That's us.
Right.
They're filthy rich off of us. I'm like, man, that should have been my homeboy.
Right.
I got homeboys who had dreams of owning corner stores who are dead now. Mm-hmm. But no, not the Asian. They come over here and live it up. Every beauty supply store, they got beauty supply. When I see a black beauty supply store, I'm happy. And I feel like, okay, good, but they don't last long. Right. And when you ask them, I couldn't get cheap. I had black people say my prices are too high. I wonder why. Because people, where you get the products from, they raise the prices on you.
Right.
The Asians get it for dirt cheap. Black people, we gotta stop. We gotta support each other. Damn the price, man. Mm-hmm. You'll buy a bottle of damn rosé in the club for $400-$500 when you could buy for $100, $50 in the store. Right. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to stunting, we don't have a problem spending money on strippers. When it comes to black business, now we want to skim off the top. Mm-hmm. No, man. I am jealous when I see these other nations get ahead of us. A white soul food place. What the hell is that? I get jealous when I see that. And these are not even the people. These are the same people you see living in mansions, but they eat spiders. Mm-hmm. So when I'm on TikTok and I'm on, YouTube and Instagram, I see heathens eating squid with a sticker to their face and dipping spider butts in Szechuan sauce. And, I'm like, what the hell? These are the people who's over me. I'm jealous of that, brother. Right. Some white dude with no rhythm doing some dance and he's over me. Man, please, man. Read on.
I will provoke them to anger.
And he's provoked me to anger. Boy, I get pissed off when I see these Asians balling out of control and we are poor. Read on.
With a foolish nation.
Oh, they are foolish. You remember back in the day, he used to paint the Asians goofy. Mm-hmm. He had that long, stupid, what do you call that mustache Asians have? Chu Man Fu. The cartoon back in the day, the Asian had the Chu Man Fu. That's that long mustache that curled up like that, like the little karate monk. He had these big goofy teeth. He was always clumsy, bumping into himself. TV portrays the Asian as goofy and they can't drive. They always get in accidents because that's who they truly are. I mean, let's not forget the story of Moab and Ammon, how they came about. Asians are pretty much the so-called are pretty much like genetically messed up in the brain. These are not a people that should be over us. Go ahead, sir.
It's like too that Asian hate bill,
right?
And also involved the depiction of how they are portrayed in the media as well.
Right. How can I forget that? But see, they actually, even though they're not a people and they're goofy and clumsy and can't drive and eat spiders, and like Trump called them the China virus. We're gonna see how dirty and filthy they are. I'm shaming them today, by the way. So if you're squeamish, Facebook, Instagram, if y'all squeamish and YouTube, you might as well go ahead and turn it off now. We're gonna get into these filthy Asians in a minute. Like Officer Zion was saying, the Asian that crime bill, they passed that thing so fast. When is black people gonna get a crime bill passed? Never. You can get shot, lynched, hung, drowned, never get a hate bill crime passed at all. Asians, they have little to no political affiliation in office when it comes to voting, but they have their own Chinatowns. They get their hate bills passed because why? They understand the power of a dollar and sticking together. Any more on that scripture? We can get into these videos.
That's it.
Okay, good.
Salakia.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to go to verse 22?
You can.
We're in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 22. Mm-hmm. For a fire is kindled in mine anger and shall burn unto the lowest hell.
Oh, that's talking about judgment, man. That's talking about the Most High not playing. He's not playing with blacks, Hispanics, and American Indians. I don't give a damn if you're rich or poor. You understand what I'm saying? If he's angry at us, you're going to suffer these curses.
Right.
You're going to suffer the curses of the wrath of the Most High power when you don't keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. We worship other idols. We look up to these other nations who are not a people. I am totally jealous of these other nations because of, the oppression that we suffer through and how powerful they are. And that belongs to us. All that belongs to us. You understand? Yeah.
Is that the one
Look, that's the goofy Asian right there. That's him. That's what I think about. I don't think about smart. I don't think about techie. I've been to Korea. I spent like a year over there. Ain't nothing fancy about them at all. Nothing fancy. No hygiene. They're not smart. All that math stuff. Get out of here with that. I mean, it's some autistic kids that can do math. It's the best mathematicians was black women. We were the first damn computers. Black women do better math than these Asians. They want to focus on something so small. They're great at math. You can teach an elephant to do math. Who gives a damn? Right. What else can they do? When the last stand-up Asian comedian, are they dunking the basketball? Are they good actors? What are they doing brains? Are they Ben Carson, for God's sake? Hell no. They ain't doing nothing. And that's what I think about a goofy Asian when I see those pictures. Play that video of the last one I just sent you. Now let's check how heavy this is. This Asian woman, I'll let you get time to pull it up. The last I'll show you. Keep going. It's a short. It's the one on YouTube. Yeah, that one right there. No, not the Belton. Go back to the inbox. And then go right there. Don't subject.
This one here.
Yeah. Now listen to what this Asian says about Asian-owned businesses in black neighborhoods. I think it's like a 2-minute short. It's really like a 4-minute video. It's heavy. Brother, some heavy metal in this here. It's what Commander YAHANNA has been saying, and nobody's been listening. But we're gonna hear it from the horse's mouth. If you could pick up what she's putting down, you let me know in the chat. Take your time, brother. Go ahead and then you can put it up there. You got time. He's gonna play this whole video straight through. It's a 2-minute YouTube short.
Ready?
Yeah, we're going to get it. There you go. And make her big on there. Make me small. Pause. There you go.
All right, let me pull that tab up. Where's it at?
Yeah, right there. There you go. Just let it rock. Yep.
Yes, this is really important. Asian Americans were redlined from opening businesses in white neighborhoods because white people didn't want Asian Americans operating in their neighborhoods and didn't want Asian Americans profiting off of white people. But because the positionality of Asian Americans is weaponized to oppress Black people, Asian Americans were being given loans to open businesses in Black communities, even though Black people were not able to receive loans to open businesses in their own communities. And as I've said before, as a result of this, Black wealth is essentially paid out twice when it goes to Asian American businesses. Once when the individual pays for the goods or services, and then again when the Asian American business owner removes the profit from the community. Yes, this is really important. Asian Americans were redlined from opening businesses in white neighborhoods because white people didn't want Asian Americans operating in their neighborhoods and didn't want Asian Americans profiting off of white people. But because the positionality of Asian Americans is weaponized to oppress Black people, Asian Americans were being given loans to open businesses in Black communities.
Oh, we're not even done yet. Do you hear what she just said? Are you picking up what she's putting down? She said that the Asians were redlined. We should know about redlining Negroes. We should know about redlining. The reason why they had white neighborhoods and black neighborhoods, and even look up redlining in LA. Where Los Angeles, California was one of the most, they try to make it palm trees and beaches and all this stuff. They're one of the most segregated cities in America, in the whole America. Redlining, niggas, you can't live here. I don't care what house, no blacks allowed. That still goes on here in North Carolina too. Redlining is a real thing to keep darkies out and Mexicans out. Well, guess what? White people redline the Asians. They don't want to eat fried chicken shops and hair and beauty supply stores in Beverly Hills. The white man knows the Asian is a heathen. He's like, what? I don't want some gook. They call them gooks and Charlie. I don't want some gook or some Charlie in my neighborhood. Hell no. Send them to the blacks. Let them rip the blacks off. Right. I don't want wigs and I don't want to see Asian China One shop. Notice you don't see that when you go to white neighborhoods. You don't see no China One. You don't see no beauty supply number 2 or whatever names they keep naming them weird stuff like that, or Sun Tzu's fish and shrimp. You don't see that in white neighborhoods, but the black and Hispanic neighborhood, you eat off of them forever. Right. That is your primary source of food in the black and Hispanic neighborhood. 4 chicken wings, fried rice chopped up. You know what I'm saying? Garlic and garlic shrimp, garlic broccoli, chicken and rice, fried pork rice. You eat off that as your whole life is eating off the Asians. I know people who that's all they ever eat is Chinese food. 4 chicken wings, salt, pepper, ketchup, whatever the hell they order. You know what I'm saying? I don't eat Chinese food no more. I don't. When I came to this truth, my Chinese food days went from half a little bit to none. God damn the Chinese food, man. I'm gonna show you why I don't eat that crap. It ain't even good like that because you're damn hungry. Oh man, this is good. They don't have chickens like that over there. You think you eat chicken? You eating cat, rat, dog, man. We're gonna show you the damn prove it. I'm gonna prove it to you. That's cat, rat, and dog. You understand? But what this heathen is laying down is heavy if you can receive it. She said that Asians were redlined from the white neighborhood. That's right. They don't want to deal with it. But we'll accept everybody. Why is that programmed in our head to accept everybody? If the so-called oppressor don't want them in their neighborhoods, why do we accept them in the black neighborhoods? Remember Do the Right Thing? We're going to show a clip on Do the Right Thing. The white man don't want them in our neighborhood, but guess what? In Brooklyn, we want them in ours. And when they had a chance to destroy that Korean shop, they didn't do it. They didn't do it. Finish playing this. We'll get to a point. Oh, and then she said she admitted as an Asian that was weaponized against black people to put those shops in their businesses in the black neighborhood. She said it was blacks' wealth was paid twice. The wealth was double. Right. Meaning, not only are they coming in there to get these business loans and grants and all that, they pay. We go into the store, buy their merchandise, then they take the money we get them and send it to Korea or there. So we're just eating off of us, man. I mean, we're just nothing to them. We're merely a dollar. They see us, they don't see a human, they see a dollar. That's right. You understand? Press play.
Even though black people were not able to receive loans to open businesses in their own communities. And as I've said before, as a result of this, Black wealth is essentially paid out twice when it goes to Asian American businesses. Once when the individual pays for the goods or services, and then again when the Asian American business owner removes the profit from the community. Because usually people open businesses in their own communities, and this is mutually beneficial, where the business owner is making a livelihood off of providing goods and services to their community. And by being a member of
Why you trust lies? The next Glock I'm back.
That was just a YouTube short. I saw now that video goes on about 4 minutes. You can look at it on TikTok or YouTube. I'm telling you, man, I can't find a whole one on YouTube. That's why they play it, but it is powerful. What she was saying was heavy. She said, usually, you understand, in most countries or most civilized places, when a foreigner opens up shop in another foreigner's neighborhood, it's mutually beneficial. That's right. We don't even know what the hell mutually beneficial means. What is that to black people? Go ahead.
It's in science they call it a symbiotic relationship.
Right. Go ahead.
Organisms benefit, but what's happened is it's a parasitic relationship.
Heavy.
Meaning they're like leeches.
Right. Right.
Fleas. They're like ticks. You know, consuming the lifeblood of the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian communities.
Good night. Get up, brother. Hey, that's so heavy, man. You damn right. Parasitic. Ain't no goddamn mutually beneficial. Right. When the last time you seen an Asian sponsored basketball team in your hood? Oh, Zion, the Asian sponsor the AU team your son play for? I don't think so. I don't play AU basketball whole life. Not one China one. As many chicken wings we ate, as many as wigs my mama done bought and weave, they did not sponsor the basketball team. When Trayvon Martin got killed, you asked what they think about it. Oh, don't know Trayvon. I don't know. They don't speak English. Right. All they know is hurry up and buy. That's all they goddamn know. Mutually beneficial. Since when? Now, it's supposed to be mutually beneficial, but she's admitting that it's not. They eat off of us and get themselves rich and go about their merry way. Man, I am jealous and I am angry. The Most High God knows how to make you jealous with the people who are not a goddamn people. That ain't it. We ain't done shaming these bastards. We are not done. You understand what I'm saying? Give me Leviticus 27-17. And then I'm gonna give a scripture. I'm gonna get into more videos because this is a law class. You understand what I'm saying? You got any questions? Type them in the chat. Feel free. You know, so we got a few more minutes that we're gonna get into these so-called Asians. And I don't care if you think, oh, I got Asian homeboys. My karate instructor's fine. I'm talking about their society as a whole. I don't care about the one or two karate chopping bricks, you know. I'm talking about their society as a whole. All right? As a whole, they're not a people. None of them are. I don't give a damn the one you like. They eat, you know, all kind of filth and nonsense. You too, China Mac. You better be glad this class, we gonna get on you next week.
Leviticus 27-17?
27-17, Bubba Kashaw.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 27, verse 17. If he sanctify his field from the year of Jubilee, according to thy estimation, it shall stand.
My bad. Wrong one. Hold on.
Salakia.
Give me Leviticus 26. Salakia, brother. I'm sorry.
26 and 17?
Yeah.
Salakia, if I may. The book of Leviticus, the 26th chapter, 17th verse. And I will set my face against you.
That's right. That's what happened to us, man. You wonder why we can't have a thriving business? Our business is grand opening, grand closing because somebody got shot. Pookie got shot last night, so we got to shut the whole club down. Read on.
And ye shall be slain before your enemies. They that hate you shall reign over you.
They that what?
They that hate you shall reign over you.
Not only are we getting shot, Latasha Harlings and Cyrus Carmack Belton, they killing us, and they're what?
Reign over you.
They're reigning over us, man. They're killing us, and they reign over us. That's what these heathens do. And I'm pissed off about it. I'm so pissed off that I dedicate my life to coming to this crazy ass ISUPK to speak to our people to prevent this nonsense from happening.
Right.
My life is not mine anymore. It belongs to the Lord, and I'm gonna do the Lord's work. You understand? While you go to Disney World and you lay up in the bed with your wife every day and worry about your child's well-being and being at every single moment they have, count your manhood cheap.
Right.
Count your manhood cheap when you got real brothers that are willing to die for their people, for their brothers and sisters. Willing to put their life on the line for niggas who won't even talk to you. Because I'm pissed off about what we're seeing. I'm angry about Latasha Harlins and Cyrus Carmack Belton. How they were murdered, killed by people that's not even considered people. And they reign over us all day and night. Read on.
Salakia. They that hate you shall reign over you, and ye shall flee when none pursueth you.
Yeah, we're going to flee when no man pursueth you, man. Constantly on a goddamn run. Constantly living with anxiety on a damn run. Can't establish nothing, man. You understand? Drop that. Give me that video, the next video we got. Load up the one with the cat, let me see. Just go to, not that one. Go to the next one.
Let's see.
You got the windows already pulled up. Just go by the windows.
The windows?
Yeah, to go up to the top and just, let me see now. I'll tell you which one it is.
Okay.
Nuh-uh.
I'm gonna try that
Yeah.
one. It's not that one.
Give me, play that video right there. Yeah.
Okay.
Now this is Do the Right Thing, right? I know y'all seen this video. Now it was a part in this movie where I'll just paraphrase real quick. Some Italians in Brooklyn had a pizza shop. One of the brothers said, "Hey, it's called Sal's." One of the brothers said, "Hey man, he went to get a slice of pizza." He looked before he bit the pizza. He looked up. He sees all these white Elvis and Frank Sinatra. He sees all these white people on the wall. He goes, "Hey Sal, we gonna get some niggas on the wall, man. Where's Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Eddie Murphy?" Sal tells him, "When you want to get some niggas on the wall, get your own damn pizza place." He's like, "What? This is my neighborhood. Who are you talking to like that?" And it sparks this whole thing. Spike Lee, who shot and directed this movie, he plays Mookie. Mookie works for Sal, so Mookie's trying to calm everything down. But as it goes on, Radio Raheem comes in. Sal smashes radio. Smashes his radio, causes a big riot. The police come and kill the brother, and now they are tearing Sal's Pizzeria down in Brooklyn because they are pissed off and they are oppressed. But there's more to it. Go ahead and press play. I'll tell you when to fast forward. Keep going. On the right side. There you, YouTube.
Get him out of there! That's my place! That's my fucking place! Fucking niggas. It's your turn, sucker! I know why! I know why! I know why! I'm black! What? Black? Yeah, I'm black! Be black! Be black! Why you black? Be black! I'm black! Be! You and me, same! We same! Same? Be black! Open your eyes, motherfucker! Leave the Korean alone, man. He's all right. Yeah, he's all right. He's black.
You see that? Stop. I'm not white. I'm not white. Swinging a broom. The Asian thinks because he's not white that we're not angry at him either. Meaning, yeah, the Italians are selling you pizza in your own neighborhood and calling you Moulignon and Shine, Moon Cricket, and get your own damn pizzeria. And the Asian is just hurry up and buy and selling you all kind of expired food. But he's saying, I'm not white. I'm not white. And just when black people are angry enough to really stick it to him in the movie, the brother said, "You're next," to the Asian man. Right. And here go Pastor Joe Willie. "No, he's all right." That's some politicians. That's right. Now, I'm not saying we should go, yeah, that's your Al Sharpton, that's your Messy Jesse, that's your Ben Crumps, that's your all your rappers and entertainers talking about some, oh, the Asians are all right. Because you're thinking about anime and sleep with Asian women, Jung Jeezy, and you're thinking about Kung Fu and all this stuff. Right. Asians are not black. You stupid idiot Kemet bastards. I can't stand you, the Asiatic black man and the sand people. They are Moab and Ammon. Right. They are nobody. There's only 18 nations on the face of the earth, and black people are not Asian. That's right. Are you crazy? That Asian bastard, I'm not black. And now, since you allowed that to happen, now this is a movie, but metaphorically, now we getting shot. Now, Cyrus Carmack Belton's dead. Right. Latasha Harlan dead. Right. Because you want to suffer these other Asians in your neighborhood because they're what? They're not white. It don't matter. They're heathens, man. The white man, the so-called oppressor, is the devil the Bible speaks of, but all the rest of the other nations are also oppressors. They all are confederate against us. It should have burnt their whole goddamn neighborhood down with every foreign shop in there. You understand what I'm saying? If you're going to do it, go all the way with it. Don't spare none of them, because we let one live. You see what happened to Saul? He let Amalek live. Now look at what's going on now. If you're going to do it, do it. But here in the Bible, we know we don't got to take up arms. We ain't got to do that. All we got to do is what? The smarter way would have been to boycott Sal's. That's right. Don't shop at Sal's. Guess what? In the movie, Spike Lee said it. He was like, man, I don't see no, the brother said, I don't see white people. Ain't no Italians coming down here to Brooklyn eating at your place. Right. There's no Koreans and Asians coming to your neighborhood ordering four chicken wings. It's not. Asians don't eat Chinese food. And if you ever notice, I noticed this. When I go order Chinese food in the back, first of all, there's no black people working there or Spanish people. They don't hire niggas in there or Hispanics. Right. Asians do not hire blacks and Hispanics in their restaurants. And when you go in there and look in the back, there's always somebody sitting down barefoot eating. But he's not eating fried chicken wings. He's not eating General Tso's chicken. He's eating some goddamn noodle medley. He's slurping some noodle with spiders in it or something. Like, what the hell is he eating? I don't see that on the menu. But you're selling us. What are you selling us? Cue the video with the cats. What are you selling us? Then play the Grease one. What are you selling us? And then there's no black people working there. And I know why they don't hire black people. The black people will tell. You got a mama or a brother who work at the hospital, they're gonna tell everybody got their business. Girl, guess who came in here today? OSHA, HIPAA don't mean nothing to a nigga, boy, when they get to talking. But when you talking about, you talking about some daggone restaurant, you get fired from Popeyes. That's why y'all nasty. Don't eat it at Popeyes. They don't even change the T-band out. You like, damn, you should have told me that when you worked there. They don't hire Negroes because Negroes will tell you how nasty you are. But y'all finna do what with this chicken? And they'll tell the whole neighborhood. That's why Asians want to keep that stuff a secret, because they nasty. They have bad hygiene and they have terrible customer service. Look at this crap. You talking about, you can't tell me that Asians don't eat cat dog. When these brothers found cats in a package at an Asian restaurant.
You ready?
Yep.
Second.
Make it big, pause. Beauty.
Most High Christ. All right. Y'all ready?
Yep.
Restaurant, bro. That's a whole cat in there, bro. I hope y'all see that. That is a whole cat. Vacuum in the vacuum seal bag, dog. I'm not eating no more Chinese food, bro.
Wait a minute.
Look at this shit, dog. That's another whole cat. Man.
Look at some
From the Chinese restaurant, bro. That's a whole cat in there, bro. I hope y'all see that. That is a whole cat. Vacuum in the vacuum seal bag, dog. I'm not eating no more Chinese food, bro.
Wait a minute.
Look at this shit.
Good. They done vacuum seal Sylvester, man. Poor Heathcliff. Of all the animals you can eat, you go a cat, bro. That's why you pet. Go ahead, sir.
Salaki, but in their culture, it's not against what you call it, like I don't know what policies of what you
right,
what edible and unedible or some shit like
delicacies and all that crap.
Yeah, but in their culture, that considered to be an edible thing.
They're not a people.
God.
They're animals. They are bottom of the barrel heathens. Give me the one about the grease. Now, if that's not enough for you to stop eating Chinese food or Korean food, the sewage grease, how they recycle the goddamn grease. And this is a fact. I've been to Korea, and I stay eating Popeyes. It was very rare you call me eating any of that crap out there. If anybody tell you in the military or people who are well-traveled, they say when you go to China or Korea or Japan, do not eat the street food. Asians are very, very cheap, and they try to garner resources, pitch every dollar out, and they don't care about sanitation. Sanitation laws don't exist over there. Don't eat the street food, and don't eat that crap here in America either. This ain't reason for you to boycott. Check this out. Oh, this is what they found. This restaurant got shut down. This is true facts. You can Google it right now.
Yeah, we back here. We trying to wash these brushes out. She said we can't. I come to wash the brushes out. We want to wash this. We want to use this.
No. We
to
can't
wash.
let you guys use this.
Why? What's that meat right there for? This what you serve people?
Caught him. It's always a Negro snooping around, ain't it? Watergate Hotel. Some nigga stupid around and found and brushed Watergate out. There's always a Negro stupid around trying to wash the brushes off. The brother them did the pavement for the owner of this whole building. The owner said, hey, brother, when you get done this pavement, go around back and use the hose and wash the brushes off. I own this. They written from me. You got the right to do it. The brother said, I got to wash these off. The master said, I got to do it. Found a whole beef round roast in a damn nasty sink. He going to say, look, the homeless bums, he live in the neighborhood. He said, bro, they pissing, they crap in this damn sink. The press play for like 10 more seconds. What do you say?
You cook that for people?
No, we wash it.
Y'all wash the meat in there? Well, that's dirt. That sink is dirtier than the It's dirtier than the meat. It's gonna be dirtier than if you wash it. This is outside, man. People come out there and piss and shit in that sink. That's not sanitary, man. I'm gonna call code enforcement. Anybody know what she's saying? Let me know. I'm finna wash my brushes.
I love black people, but hey, pause it. Hey, look.
But why?
Put the sewage grease up. Why you doing that? I'm saying it is crazy because that happens all the time. Thank goodness for cameras and social media. You would tell somebody this back in the day, hey man, you know them Asians selling this, and you wouldn't be like, no, they not. Brother, we just seen vacuum sealed cats, bruh. What the hell you think you finna do with these cats? They dead already. They finna eat them. That's your orange chicken and General Tso's chicken. That's it. That's exactly what it is. They flavor it real good so you can't taste it. Add that good old oyster sauce on there. Season it up. You eating cat, brother. You breaking the laws. Ain't no damn. If it don't have a bone in it, don't give it to me. Pause. If it ain't got a bone in it, I'm not eating it. Look, check the sewage joint. Yeah, play this one. Look how you Asians think that you gonna get away living in our black neighborhoods and gonna profit off of us, but we're gonna expose how filthy you are, how you hate God's chosen people. Your time is short.
China, within the last 20 years, the on-rise of the use of gutter or sewage oil. It's stated that 1/10 of all the oil that the Chinese vendors use is from sewer oil. So you may ask, what in the world is sewer oil? It's exactly like it sounds.
It's like Pennzoil?
No, that's probably more cleaner. There are a bunch of manholes where the sewage runs, and you'll find these videos, and it looks fake, but it's quantified that people will open up these manholes, collect all the sewage, and then boil it and process it, and the oil will rise to the top. And then they'll scoop that oil, reheat it, and process that again, and then use that oil to fry food and other things. China's actually trying to fight against it, so it's real. They'll use slaughterhouse byproducts, they'll use sewage byproducts, they'll use reprocessing plants byproducts, they'll use oil that's been sitting around for decades and reprocess that again. If it happens in China, don't think that people in America couldn't be doing the same thing. In China, within the last 20 years, the on-rise of the use of gutter or sewage oil, it's stated that 1/10 of all the oil that the Chinese vendors use is from sewer oil.
1/10? And that's just hearsay number. It's more than that. Yeah, and it had Georgia on there. It was a big conspiracy in Georgia. Recycling all that daggone oil. You know what I'm saying? Sewage oil. That's how inhumane these people are, man. They'll sell us any damn thing to make $1. Like our lives don't matter. You understand? We gotta start treating our lives more precious, man. We gotta come together. Ain't nothing wrong with if you got a China one or a hair salon, or not hair salon, a hair store in your neighborhood, and you get tired of being harassed, have enough courage to boycott them, man.
Right.
Put them out of business. You gotta realize something. White people and Asian people don't shop there. It's our black and Hispanic dollar that's keeping them, and Native American Indians.
That's right.
There are dollars keeping them in functioning and keeping them prospering. Stop spending money with them. If you gotta spend the extra gas or travel a little further, go to the black, then go to the black folks. You gotta order off Amazon from a black vendor, then do that. But we gotta stop allowing these other nations to capitalize off of us, man. You understand? We're sick and tired of this nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Give me if you could, brother, play that the other video I got up here. We ain't done with these bastards yet.
Which one?
The go up in,
salon?
the nail salon.
Tell me which one it is. I'll pull it up.
Well, fine. Is it the cat one already? Store owner, black team. Click that real quick. Hit that video. Let me see. Yeah, we ain't done with you Asians yet. No, that's just the
It's the article.
Yes, it's the article. Go back up one more time. It's one more. It's the I think the nail salon. Is that nail salon in there?
The nail salon was in there.
Yeah, click that one.
Man, find Skin Cat behind Chinese restaurant. That's the same one.
Yeah, get the Skin Cat one. Give me the Skin Cat one. There's another one. You think the vacuum seal one was something? Here's one that he found, and the brother finds a cat that they're about to prepare and brings it to the front to warn all the rest of the black people not to eat here because he found a cat in the behind the restaurant. He was about to serve up a cook. Let that.
Hold on, let me go back to you.
Yeah, you good. Go ahead. Look, check this out.
Let me make sure that man looks right.
It's what?
What the fuck is that? You a fucking lie. Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. Stop fucking playing. What the fuck is that? Hey, look at that shit.
You saw that? A whole.
Yeah, we back.
You see the one the beauty supply store? I mean, the fighting in nail salon.
I got it. Let me pull it up.
A whole cat this brother found behind the doggone Asian restaurant, man. And you think for 1 second that these people that eat off of us actually care about us, man? You think that if that was a so-called oppressors neighborhood, that would have made national news, and it would have, man, their whole chain would have been shut down. But not black folks. You can do what you want to the black folks, right? Because our politicians don't care. Our entertainers don't give a damn. As long as they're getting rich, no one cares about us except for Commander YAHANNA Isupk. He's the only one that cares about blacks, Hispanics, and American Indians. And one for the ISBK, these other nations would do what the hell they wanted to with us.
Right.
You understand? We done improving it how wicked these bastards are. You know what I'm saying? Let's check this out. And then if they're not selling you all kinds of illegal and unlawful meats and foods, they're terrorizing our women in the damn nail salons. Look at this. Over and just regardless of who's right or wrong, understand it's only so much oppression somebody can take. It's only so much oppression people can take before they fight back. You understand? How many times you gonna be short $2, short 10 cents or 5 cents, and they won't give you your meal because the agent's like, no. Or you've been buying T-shirts from this shop for 20 years, he still won't give you a deal. These agents are so cheap when it comes to the dollar, man. They don't penny pinch. They don't care about you. They don't care about our children. They don't care about your neighborhoods. They don't invest back into the black community. There is no, it's not mutually beneficial to have Asians and other nations businesses in the black community. It's not mutually beneficial. It's one-sided. Like my brother said, they are parasitic. It's only so much our youth can take. They get to speaking that Chinese, mang, talking stuff about your feet and nail salon, speaking all that Chinese and Mandarin, talking about your mama. You know what I'm saying? Charging you way more than. Go ahead, sir, please.
Salakia, I don't know if y'all remember this, right? But maybe like a couple months ago, that was another story that you bought out, Kawal, a couple months ago. It was the mega church, whatever his name. What's that pastor? You remember that story? Yes.
Yeah.
And in that story, they said that the black community got involved into the Christian church, but because it was supposed to be mutually beneficial. You remember that?
Yes.
You remember when she said that?
She did say that. That's crazy.
Is that, ain't that something?
That is.
So everything that we would do to be a part of this empire,
right,
was supposedly designed for it to be mutually beneficial.
Right.
NAACP, mutually beneficial. Black Lives Matter, mutually beneficial. Voting, mutually beneficial.
Right.
Whether it's all this propaganda that they put in front of us so hard when we buy into it because they tell us that it's mutually beneficial.
Mutually beneficial.
And here it is again. Another nation of people that ravage us and take and pillage through our community, and we allow it because they tell us that it's mutually beneficial. Man.
That's crazy.
You remember that story?
Yeah, and give them a hand because that word, we gotta start looking out for that word. That word is, I think, is what sell out most of our politicians and our pastors. Whenever you got some heathen waving dollars in your face, they get to drop on that. You know what? Guess what else? Also, it's mutually beneficial. And your football team will not get no help from Asians, right, or the Italian pizzeria, or the African hair braiding shop. When the last time you see the African hair braiding shop sponsor any AAU team? None of these heathens like you. It ain't mutually beneficial for no Africans to be braiding hair in your neighborhood. They don't give a damn. You understand? They don't give a damn about us, man. Right. And if it ain't for Isupk pulling the covers off these bastards, we wouldn't know. You understand? Show these young folks right here, full of anger and oppression. All they ask for is their money back. If I'm a store owner and something happens, before you tear up my store, man, take your little $35 back. Get the hell out of my store. And I'll just ban you from coming to my store, but not the Asian. They won't even work with you none. And that's what happened to this store. Hit play.
Oh my God, bro. All I wanted was get fucking in there. What?
Check out, baby.
I swear to God on my God.
Come on. Let's do it. Let's do it. No, bro, what that money at, bro? Bro, my money at, bro?
I want his money back.
What that money at? What the fuck y'all talking about? You stay standing me, bro.
Please don't go shit up to my boyfriend.
Get my money back, bro. Stop being happy last money all that. Bro, give me the money back, bro. Get that fucking money, bro.
See that? Does that look mutually beneficial to you? I don't think that looks mutually beneficial. They look like a bunch of people pissed off when they got their money back. That's going to be the future result of all these heathens opening up shop in black neighborhoods. See, our children, and we got the power of social media in our hands. We can research Latasha Harlins. We see Cyrus Carmack Belton. This comes right across our feed. You don't think black and Hispanics are tired of y'all oppressing us? You don't think so? The Lord is going to, you think that's something? The Lord is going to destroy you. He is going to destroy your whole being because of violence, the crimes you commit against God's chosen people, and your hatred and your lack of compassion. You would think that a nation of people that sets you up for, riches throughout your generations, you will be generous and say, you know what? Y'all help us out, man. Here, take this money. Who all the seniors that graduated, tell them to come in here and get what they want. All the girls, y'all want a free wig? Come get a free wig. Just wear your cap and gown, come get a free wig from beauty supply store. No, you won't even do that. You won't even do that. And then when, like I said, black people try to get a business, you raise the prices on them when it comes to buying merchandise. They are going to pay. Go ahead, brother, please.
No, Salakia, you brought this up earlier about us boycotting, these businesses. And I think about the civil rights movement. The precursor to that was the Montgomery bus boycotts. And I just wanted to look and see what the statistics were with respect to Montgomery County, the bus lines, and the effects that us gathering ourselves together in the right spirit of hating what was happening to us.
Right.
That's a very righteous thing for us to recognize, that there's injustices that are befalling all of us. So now we can identify with each other because we're suffering together, right?
Right.
But it said for nearly a year, this is according to NPS.gov, for nearly a year, buses were virtually empty in Montgomery. Boycott supporters walked to work as many as 8 miles a day, or they used a sophisticated system of carpools with volunteer drivers and dispatchers. Some took station wagon, rolling taxis donated by local churches, right? Montgomery city lines lost between 30,000 and 40,000 bus fares each day during the boycott. The bus company that operated the city busing had suffered financially from the 7-month-long boycott, and the city became desperate to end the boycott.
Man.
So much so that law enforcement started to amp up their harassment on the protesters, those that were boycotting.
Right.
Trying to
Out of
force
fear,
you to ride the bus.
Yeah.
You know, you can't force you to go into Super Beauty World and buy goddamn whatever weave is trending,
right,
with respect to our people. You know, all we got to do is just stop spending our money there. You know, you see that too, brothers standing outside of those beauty supply stores,
right,
telling brothers don't shop here. You know what I'm saying? Because they done put their hands on a sister in there.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, they're damn right.
It's a very righteous thing for us to separate ourselves from our oppressors. Salakia.
Now get that brother here. He's so right, man. And that's heavy you brought that out too, because the Black Panthers, they you know, the new Black Panther Party, I don't know what the hell they are. I see some tall brother always, you know, every time there's an injustice done in a nail salon or something, he comes in there with his crew. Right. And he's like, don't let this happen again. No justice, no peace. Right. And it happens again. That's right. It happens again. See, you got to realize your power is not in your words when it comes to the oppressor and politics. Right. It's in you serving the Lord. Mm-hmm. That's where our true power lies. You don't think the Most High God can shut that whole damn business down overnight? You understand what I'm saying? We serve a mighty power, a living God. We got to stop tapping into these comedic sciences and trusting in the damn oppression, in the oppressors' damn systems and the new Black Panther Party and, voting. All that crap don't work, man. Serving the Lord works. You understand what I'm saying? This is a law class. I'm ended on this, brother. Give me Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. You confused about what you must do, man. If any of this offended you, I don't give a damn. So we're here for our people and our people only. If you're confused about what your purpose is in life, young Black man, Hispanic man, Native American Indian man, you need to come and talk to one of these priests and prophets in the ISUPK, man. You know what I'm saying? Get into these classes, man, before it's too late. This information is being widespread. We do not have much time left to be playing around. But this is your purpose and duty right here. This is a law class. Read on, brother.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Uh-huh.
Fear the Most High.
That's right.
And keep his commandments.
That's right. That is the conclusion of the whole matter. You understand? Of the whole matter. Read on.
For this is the whole duty of man.
The whole what?
Whole duty of man.
To fear the Lord and keep the commandments, man. These laws are not done away with. You're going to learn to love your brother. You're going to learn to keep these high holy days. You're going to know what to eat, who to have sex with. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to keep these laws, man. How to wear your hair, how to walk, how to talk, how to live amongst each other as a peaceful society, man. You understand? That's the whole duty of man. Everything else is merely a puff in the wind.
That's right.
Everything you attain to and love now is just a puff in the wind, man. It's not going to matter soon here. But keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments is your whole duty of man. You understand? And with that, that's my time. We're the ISUPK Israelite School of Years of Practical Knowledge, started at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander YAHANNA. I'm going to bring up Officer Banki out for the announcements.
ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. The book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. The book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Means tenth in the Hebrew. It's pronounced ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest Fund is a free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. The upcoming Holy Convocation. We have the memorial blowing of trumpets, first day of the 7th month, which is Friday the 15th of September of this year, according to the book of Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, verses 24 through 25. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. Boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, imajim, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courteous salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, imajim Shabbat, imajim Barak, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah Barakatah. Yahweh Matah, hands down. Sar, turn to face the sisters. Sisters, imajim. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courteous salute to our sisters. Imajim Shabbat, imajim Barak, Yahweh Shamar Latah Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Matah, hands down. Class dismissed.